My name is Kristen Fitzpatrick, and I am a local resident of New Hampshire. My academic background is consistent of a dual Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and International Affairs from the University of New Hampshire. Upon completing my undergraduate degree from the University of New Hampshire, I did a bit of traveling. I moved to the west coast of the United States, and I held a variety of jobs, mostly in the private sector. And it dawned on me at some point that I just wasn't completely satisfied with what I was doing, and I knew that I wanted to go back for my master's degree, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. And at one point, I came back around to my original passions and my original interests, which were international studies and Spanish, and the cross-disciplinary fields and the diversity of participants and courses and faculty and students that were involved in this specific program are really what interested me and what prompted me to apply. I think that the one thing that stands out for me most about the faculty and the courses and my fellow classmates here at UNH through the Master of Arts in Development Policy and Practice is the diversity, and the diversity in every sense of that word. The ethnic diversity, the economic, the social. The project that I worked on throughout the past year was in the Dominican Republic. It was right outside of Santo Domingo, which is the capital city of the country. And I worked with a wonderful organization by the name of Reef Check. And the organization works and strives to preserve marine life and educate and rebuild and preserve current coral reef structures throughout the world on a global scale. So I had the opportunity to spend 8 weeks in the Dominican Republic working with that organization, who had recently set up an aquatic center in a national park. That specific aquatic center employs locals of a poorer community right outside of the city. And those locals needed some sort of an income subsidy, and a lot of them are fishermen. And those local fishermen, generation after generation, have been overfishing the population. That was my project in working with them in improving their marketing and getting to them to a point where they could generate more revenue and more tourists for that aquatic center and that national park. I think that one of the things that I most appreciate about this project is how cross-disciplinary it's been. It's a project that teaches you the fundamentals of life skills. It teaches you logic thinking, problem-solving skills that are applicable to any job, in any location, and to any person. And that knowledge is something that you can take with you no matter what kind of development work you do or any other career that you pursue. I would absolutely recommend the Master of Arts in Development Policy and Practice to other development practitioners, as well as other individuals in general. This is such a cross-disciplinary program with so much to offer that you don't necessarily have to be a development practitioner to apply these skills to your career. I came into this program knowing that I had a really strong fundamental interest in international studies and in development, but not knowing where that would lead me, not knowing what career would be available to me when I came out of this program. The Master of Arts in Development Policy and Practice has opened my eyes to so many issues and development goals on a national level, that coming out of this now, I feel like I'm more prepared as an individual, but I've also made great connections and developed wonderful networks that will allow me to pursue the goals that I had wanted, but wasn't exactly sure how I would be able to achieve.